Hey everybody. Hi, I hope you guys are doing great today. It is such an honor and such a pleasure to see you guys today. And I really thank you in joining this mini webinar. Today, first of all, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Alesia Quanti, and of course, you probably have heard of me through the 1099 Success Academy. And what I've done there is I've helped CRNAs transition from W-2 to 1099. The reason I have done that I even developed that course, is because I had a second chance at living a great life. I had a little issue and overcame it from a health perspective. And now I am good to go, just happy to say. But the fact is, I realized I can do anything at this point that would really make me happy. So to achieve my dream, I decided to start teaching. So what I would like to see is CRNAs move out of the employee type of position and move more into the entrepreneur type of position. So to begin that process, I started by teaching people how to go from W-2 employee into 1099. I continue to do that. That is gangbusters. CRNAs are welcoming it. And I am so happy with that, because I know that is the very first step to entrepreneurship. When you're 1099, you understand how to run your business. You understand how to have your own benefits. You understand how to invest. You understand how to set aside money into your savings. You understand how to create financial growth. You learn how to negotiate. You learn how to bump your rate up over and over again. You learn how to find the best kind of contract and what are all the components of a contract. You learn what the value of being a CRNA is. And so that's why now, to continue to move along in my dream of elevating grassroots CRNAs in all parts of the nation up from employee to 1099, where they're managing that on their own. They can call the shots. It frees them for picking what workplaces they want to be at. They're able to negotiate their value much better than as a W-2. So now we have a plethora of 1099 CRNAs, and that is really the wave of the future, which is fantastic. We're in business for ourselves. We're self-employed, but now the time has come to take that next step. So where the Freedom Masterclass is like entrepreneurship 101, I've created a second masterclass, and it is essentially entrepreneurship for CRNAs 201. It is going up to the next level, where you're going to go out and negotiate contracts at all these different types of offices: orthopedic, neuro, ENT. Think about it. Have you ever taken your kid to get their tonsils out? You went to an outpatient ENT, or have you been to an oral surgeon and they actually needed a CRNA? Or they wanted a CRNA, or they had one. So this is a situation all over the place. There are GYN offices that need anesthesia, urology, so many of these places that are grassroots themselves, that are owned by the surgeon or the procedurist. And what they would like is to negotiate a deal with CRNAs, because frankly, physician anesthesiologists are, for a number of reasons, always tied up in the hospitals. They don't offer themselves out to offices quite as much. So this is a great niche for CRNAs. I know this because let me tell you my sad story. So I started looking for offices to take care of. And my very first office that I've negotiated a deal with, that deal fell through. And that is not really unusual. That can happen. I had put so much thought and work into it, but just one thing after the other, the negotiation fell through. Well, they just didn't want to pay what I felt like I was worth. So it actually turned out to be a really good situation. It gave me practice on negotiating with a clinic. I developed anesthesia records and developed my own exclusion criteria list. I developed, the supplies list and on and on and on, all the things that you need, right, for a great office-based practice. And then at that point, I felt comfortable going somewhere else. Well, now I have that type of office-based practice. I'm able to go negotiate. So every 2 or 3 weeks, I go and get the ball rolling at different locations. And you can do that too. You can do that. There are these opportunities all around you, but it's knowing how to find the opportunities and how to approach them. So to solve my dilemma, I found a mentor. And who was my mentor but Jan Menino? So I am bringing her to you. I put together 8 earth-shakingly great CRNAs who are making a huge income, and they're living a different kind of lifestyle than many CRNAs because they took a chance after they became 1099. They reached out and started negotiating these contracts, and maybe it was just for 1 day a week. It doesn't matter. Then it's like a snowball effect. Word gets out, and suddenly you have to start hiring your friends that are CRNAs. You have to go back and negotiate the rate up higher, but yet still being reasonable. So this is what the next level is. This is the Freedom Masterclass 201. But in this case, it's called the 2022 CRNA Entrepreneur Mastermind Summit, because that's what I've done is I've brought these brilliant people together. Brett Maxfield, Jan Menino, April, everybody's name is escaping me all of a sudden. Mary Ford, April, her last name escapes me. So just Adam Chaucer of Trident Anesthesia, just on and on and on, several CRNAs that are really doing well. I've brought them together to teach us, how did they do it? What is their secret? What can they convey to us that would make it easier? And at the same time, I'm teaching about my office-based practice. And I'm sharing with you all of my documents. I'm sharing with you all of the, Quad A information. I'm sharing with you everything you need to know so that you can start as soon as you finish this 2022 CRNA Entrepreneur Mastermind Summit. As soon as you complete it, which it takes about 3.5 weeks, it's going to be offered at 8 o'clock at night. In order to reach everybody. It's not going to be on Father's Day or the 4th of July, but it's going to be on weeknights and on Sunday nights, but just for a couple of hours each evening. And then I'm going to post it to my educational platform, which has worked so well. And ultimately, the AANA is in the midst of moving their office, but when they're done, then they're a little behind. Then we'll get our credit hours, and I'll be able to give them to you without you taking any tests, only a survey about the course. So I expect we'll have approximately 31 credit hours when we're done, and that's always nice. And if you're already up to snuff on your credit hours, then you can go ahead and process your credits, and then these will count for your next set of CE credits, Class A credits. But until then, what it does is, what I've done, is I have hired these incredible speakers for high honorariums that reflect their success. And what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to offer you a calendar of great speakers with great, basically their files, the things that you need so that you can get started, and the nuances of each area. We're even going to hear from people who are doing aesthetics. We're going to hear from people doing ketamine. We're going to hear from people doing IV infusions, in addition to doing things like plastic surgery where you have to consider cosmetic and functional, right? And the different ways you charge for that. Ophthalmology, like I said, ENT, and so on. So many of these different specialties, we can work at these offices, and we can partner with these surgeons and then have long-lasting relationships. But how do you do that? Well, that is the inside scoop. And the only way you're going to know that is if you go ahead and sign up for the 2022 CRNA Mastermind Summit. But let me tell you something. These entrepreneurs are only going to be live for these next 3.5 weeks. If you want to come and be part of this huge offering that is unlike any that has ever been offered in CRNA education. It's practice management education. It is my passion, and I'm so happy to bring it to you. But I want you to know, if you would like to learn as much as you can, then the best thing you can do is go ahead and join so that you can be part of the Q&As that are going to occur live at the end of every one of these presentations. Then quarterly, we are going to have a workshop with these presenters so you can bring where you're at and you can be accountable to us. We can help you move your business along, talk about successes, talk about failures, talk about what you got to do better. And before you know it, you will be fully, in your community and slightly outside of it, or as far reaching as the internet will allow you to go. And you will be making buku bucks, honestly, and you'll have a lifestyle that's quite different from what you're enjoying right now. So, consider signing up for the course. I want you to know we're promoting it this weekend, and I'm giving you a 10% off this weekend. After this weekend, it will not be 10% off. It will be full price. So the classes do start on Monday. That's when orientation is. Jan Menino begins on Monday, and I'm just so thrilled to have such an iconic CRNA present. So, take away all the barriers and get ready to move full steam ahead with your future. This little class, which costs $2,100 with the 10% off, can change your legacy. It can change your financial destiny completely. It will definitely improve your professionalism and your prestige in your community. So get ready to step into the shoes that our predecessors set out for us. And that is my goal. So I really appreciate y'all's time. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I will see y'all Monday night. I'm going to put the link down below for you to go ahead and sign up. We're only taking 20 people because we want to keep this as fruitful as possible for the people that join. And if you can't watch every single video every night, it is okay. We're going to post them again to the educational platform for you to watch at your convenience, for you to take notes, for you to really dissect and make a plan for yourself. So best to you and your family, and best to our profession. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great evening. Take care.